the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 won't you let the light shine through? In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you,
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and Fargos. Welcome to a late night best of 13 challenge, we have quite the epic match, I would say, coming up. I think both players are pretty even in level, so it's going to be a hard one to call. And a big shout out, of course, to aka Baloney for sponsoring this best of 13 challenge. Now, we're in for another added treat tonight, because it's not just a challenge with random, it is a challenge with a format. So the players have to do a couple of mirrors to start, and then they are going into matchups. And I'm also going to be joined by the great Mr. Spalding for a little bit of co-casting. So the players are here, Spalding is here. I'm just going to fire up the game and we shall get ready to go. Right, let's give Mr. Spalding a call. And I must say, I've been looking forward to this all week. Should be good.
Hello there.
Hello there. Welcome.
Thank you.
I've introduced the players, I've introduced you, and I've said I've been looking forward to not just these games, but also casting this with you. So
Yeah, I'm looking forward to these games.
It's going
Should be fun.
Yep. So I was just saying to the stream, we've got a fixed matchup mirror to start off with, and then the players can go into matchups as well. And I believe the first map is this. I think this is the first one.
Oh, you like this one as well, don't you?
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I mean, I've not done many games on it, but I got familiar with it from the Strangelands tournament and quite enjoyed it, to be honest. So we see it here in this challenge, and it'd be quite interesting how the players play on it, to be honest. I don't know how familiar they are with it. Seems
from what I know, both have been preparing a bit, at least.
All right. Seems they want a lag test, so that's fine. And it's nice that we get to share our expert knowledge on a GLA mirror as the first matchup.
Well, at least the ping looks alright, but let's wait a little bit.
Yeah. It really spiked there, actually, yeah.
Ooh, 34. That is quite high.
I don't know if that was something to do with all this scaffold abuse that's going on here. It's dropped a little bit. Well, we know that you and I never have any issues.
Right.
But I think is HEISTER from... Where's he from? He's from West Coast USA, isn't he? I think California. So a little bit of distance there.
Alright. I mean, if it stays at it's really spiking quite a bit.
Is that WRAITH's Wi-Fi?
Who hosted? You did, right?
Yeah. Should we try and change the host?
No, it should be fine, I think, with you hosting.
I mean, 20 is not ideal, but it's not bad. I think it's doable. I didn't like when it crept up to 34, to be honest.
Alright. Maybe it stays at a steady 20?
Oh, not, yeah, okay. I mean, I don't know what WRAITH did at the start. He seemed to spam a load of scaffolds on top of each other. I mean, that's not ideal for a lag test.
Right, but you could also say it's impossible to do that if it's not lagging.
Yeah, okay.
It went down towards the end. I'm hopeful.
Well, I'm just having a chat with the players. While they're having a think about it, I'll get a scoreboard up. We do like a scoreboard. No one can ever see it, but it's always nice to have one there anyway. Alright, we'll host again. So there's been full of 0-hour action today. We've had Size and Fargo. I think Size and Boyka might have just finished. Not going to spoil it.
Yeah, but now we have the best out of all challenges.
And we're saving the best to last here.
Yeah.
Clash of the Titans. Millie says, Excal Pro host needed. I think so. Suzuki's train Tokyo. He will win. Alright. We got some fans in the chat. Well, they seem happy.
Yep.
So have you seen much of this map? What do you make of it?
Yeah, I've played a bit on it. So the middle supplies on the high ground seem quite important from having played on it. It's really hard to attack into it in a GLA mirror.
Yeah.
Because you have a bit of a high ground advantage, even on 0.
We'll have a look at the map in a sec. We'll just introduce the players. So we've got WRAITH on the right with Stealth General. Okay,
and we have HEISTER on the left, Stealth as well.
So what I'm just going to say, it looks like we've got 3 safe supplies for each player if they wanted them. And then the middle ground, as you say, is the high supplies and those middle supplies along with 2 oils. Which is probably going to be, particularly for a GLA mirror, probably a key location.
Right, and we see HEISTER sending a worker there quite early, trying to secure that position. Whereas WRAITH built his tunnel somewhere close to the supply and oil derrick. And he's also going for a third supply WRAITH.
He is. I was about to say, it's I think the first time he's opened 3 supplies in his life. Normally happy with the 1. So that's very interesting.
Do you think he's going to be confused with all of these workers?
As long as he throws down another arms dealer or 2. Yeah, so HEISTER is in that high ground you were talking about, and he's gone in that building. So that's going to be a position that's not easy to break.
Yep. We see first technical out by HEISTER. Probably going to try to crush some workers. And I think he's going to get them. It's 3 of them. Oh, does he get into the other one as well?
Oh, that would be pretty.
Ooh, I think he does.
Oh, he's turned back. Okay.
He was actually kind of fortunate that he forgot about the technical. I think otherwise he would have just run it in straight and would have died to the stealth tunnel that he didn't see.
He's on WRAITH's other supply though with that technical there as well.
Oh, and that one got in as well. So would give a pretty big lead to HEISTER right now.
Yeah, where were the early
WRAITH has almost no workers if you look at his supplies.
He did throw a load in the tunnel, but I don't think he's brought them
Oh
out.
yeah, here they come.
Oh, here they are. Okay.
Hello, workers.
Yeah, and HEISTER's already on the dual arms dealer. So even though WRAITH had a better start in terms of economy, it's not looking like that now because HEISTER's also getting a supply in that top location as well. We have a few cars on this map actually, near the train tracks.
Right.
Wow, a 4th supply being dropped down from HEISTER as well.
Doesn't have any forward tunnels, I think, so far, so WRAITH is not in immediate danger of dying, but he's falling pretty far behind here.
Yeah, he stabilized a little bit, but
Right, but still only on one arm stealer against 2.
yeah. And down a supply as well.
Yep.
Heister's left a couple of units in the trees here, an RPG at the bottom of the map, and there is a little terrorist in the middle of the map as well. Gives him a bit of vision.
Can you go into that train with the terrorists?
I'm not actually sure.
It says train car, the
Someone
forward one.
write him to find out.
Chundi, where are you?
Yeah.
So the game has slowed down a little bit after the early harassment.
Well, it's this part of the game where I like to call this matchup Paint Mirror. Because it really slows down, both players are sort of camped in their positions. Not too much happening, but just as I say that...
But it favors HEISTER, right? Since
he's
on 4 supplies.
Oh, he's got terrorists in that tech. Oh, wow.
Oh, that is a bad time to lag.
That really is. He's actually bunched up, so those RPGs are putting in a lot of work here. There seems to be something about that high ground that's causing lag, maybe. I don't know. We're definitely spiking here.
40. That's
Wow.
45 now.
Huh. Not sure WRAITH should have popped there. He just had a mini success.
Seems really unstable, the ping. Now it's down to 28. I guess I could try to quit if it becomes bad. We will ask the players afterwards, simply.
I mean, I could screen share if it comes to that.
Right. There's a convoy truck right inside of the tunnel. Did you see that?
Oh wow, yeah. It's not something you see every day. Look at these scrapped quads though, and I think that is the super tech there as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's gonna be really hard to stop far away.
WRAITH's actually on 3 arms dealers though.
Yep. But he has 5 quads not in the tunnel. Okay, he gets them in now. Think he could have maybe waited a little bit until one of the tunnels was being targeted and then popped from the other one?
I think this is the bit where both players are a little bit cautious, like HEISTER's not sure whether he should commit, because if you lose that engagement you feel real bad. So
Right.
he's kind of going in a bit single file though.
But he seems to have a lot more than WRAITH here.
Probably from that start that you were talking about with all the techs and the running over of
Yeah.
workers. WRAITH sort of popping a few quads at a time, not a fan of that. Like commit or don't engage. Don't sort of half do it.
Seems like HEISTER barely broke through.
Bit surprised considering he had scrapped quads and more. It looked like he had
Yep.
more.
Yeah, like I said, I think it was a little bit rushed. Could have had a bit of a better formation.
But I think for WRAITH it's looking pretty desperate because with HEISTER being on Palace Tech he can go into bus or buggy, whatever he wants really.
Yep. And still a whole supply up throughout all of this.
Yeah. WRAITH did sneak an oil though during all that excitement. Millie says he's been rushed with a terrorist inside a battleship before. I mean, Wraith has got the money to drop down a palace.
That is true. I was also thinking he probably should have tried to take the middle supply at some point, considering he had so many tunnels around it.
Yeah. Oh, they've actually parked behind that RPG. Wraith could have picked a load up there. There seems to be something about that part of the map that really causes lag.
Right. Whenever a fight is there, it's
I mean,
really
look at the
strange.
pair of them here. Look at this. See this traffic jam, the pair of them.
Yeah.
These two look a bit... Oh, I can't say, but...
They're twitching.
They're twitching, yeah. I was going to say something not politically correct there, so I bit my tongue. That truck in that tunnel is causing so much lag. We're actually up to 45.
There's another fight at the bottom right now.
Oh, I'm still looking at them quads spazzing out.
So yeah, WRAITH doesn't really have a good counter to a battle bus with a German in it. It's now trying to attack the middle area.
He's using this up. I don't want to upset him, but is Wraith on his Wi-Fi or not? Because the fact that it's
I don't know.
The fact that it's fluctuating like this.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a stable connection to me.
I mean, it's not. If it was set at 30 the whole time, it would just be like, okay, that's unfortunate. But the fact it's going like 2045, 2045. That's one way to get rid of a battle bus. Oh, here we go. A worker on a bike. It's the Wraith special, ladies and gentlemen, and Fargos. The worker on a
it's
bike.
interesting. Because I think it's the sort of thing where I'm not even sure it's worth it for WRAITH to do that very often. It requires so much attention.
I mean, Heister's aware of it. That
Like you see, he's like controlling his worker, and meanwhile he's like floating 6k now on 2 supplies.
yeah, could have taken the middle supply by now. could be on
Did all of
Alice.
that to like throw down a tunnel in the middle of the map. It looked cool though.
Look cool.
I liked it.
Heister's left a quad in the top left, just in case. I think obviously the players know each other.
That was such a creative way to build a tunnel in the middle. I love it.
Have you seen Wraith in Heister's base here with the stealth rebels?
Oh no.
He's got rebels on the mineral line. He's not doing anything with them just yet.
Waiting for the perfect moment. I mean, it is somewhat true, right? It gets more efficient if you try to time it with a battle somewhere.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to do what he's just done now, which is fire with one of them.
Oh, so just as I say that.
He's now going for the capture. But he could even use that as a distraction to try and kick Heister off the middle area.
Right. There's a big battle at the bottom.
I think that's enough. He's broken him there.
Yep.
The 2 buses did enough. Yeah, those quads from Heister there. Look at that. He even has AP bullets.
Well, Heister might win this game, but the move of the game definitely goes to WRAITH with that worker on a bike.
Yeah. He's become famous for that. It's his move. So we have the 12-minute 22 Palace from WRAITH drop down there.
Whoa.
They say the tunnel in the truck might be causing the lag. Who knows? You have a very peaceful moment in the game again.
Mm-hmm. See a Scud Storm by Heister.
Yeah. That must feel bad when your palace is 50% done and you see a Scud Storm appear.
Yeah, he's gonna try to get that Charmin on a bike.
Oh, Heister's mined out in his main base and on his third actually. So Heister's down to black markets and the middle supplies. WRAITH
Yeah, that is
just
true.
mined out as well. But I don't see any way WRAITH is going to deal with that army. Although he's
with a sneaky work.
pushing. He's pushing. He got the
Look
Scud.
at WRAITH.
No men in the palace as well.
Oh, and Heister's also committing to attack.
Oh wow.
This could get a big tactic here now.
Now, something that's actually pretty big is WRAITH has stealthed his CC. So if
Right,
he
and
manages to
he might get level 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is getting exciting all of a sudden.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, all joking aside, it is really nice by WRAITH to give himself a shot at winning this when it looked really dire for him throughout the whole game.
He's got to shoot that down. He's got to shoot that down. Oh, he could have done.
Oh.
He was focusing the arms dealer. He could have actually shot it down because he placed the Tox so far into WRAITH's army.
That's a nice first game.
Yeah, and he spotted the CC of WRAITH as well. Well, that somehow out of nowhere looked like it could have been turned around, but the Tox bomb in the end from HEISTER dealt with that push. And all WRAITH can do now is hide around the map. Don't think that palace is fully loaded, is it? Would be helpful if it was.
Ran down pretty quickly. We see HEISTER also got all of the upgrades for his squads. I like to see that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something about that convoy truck that is causing ridiculous lag. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully it's just on this map and doesn't happen in the next game.
Yeah. Well, that convoy truck's been taken out now. WRAITH is using his last units to try and get something done. He is level 5 though. He needs the best Anthrax we've ever seen here if he's to actually...
Yeah, he needs to be really fast as well,
Yeah,
because I
it's
think the
getting
command
gunned
center's
down.
gonna die shortly after
Yeah,
it finishes.
now's the moment. It's got to be dropped.
So he...
He did drop
I
it.
wonder if he's... Did he? Oh yeah, it's coming.
HEISTER's aware
But
of it,
also
though.
nice move by HEISTER, yes.
Yeah. Kind of walking back into it though.
Oh, the bus got bunkered.
You know, this could have been, if WRAITH had shot down HEISTER's Tox bomb,
Yep.
that actually could have turned around. So
That is true, which
that-
is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm gonna be honest, I kinda counted WRAITH out already.
Totally. Very interesting. Okay, so are we aware what the next matchup is? I think it's Air Mirror
I think it was an air mirror, yeah.
on Danger Close. It's definitely spiking though, that's for sure.
Right. Which also makes me think it wouldn't make it better if I left.
I mean, I don't think it's us.
Right.
Pidox,
I mean, it's always gonna be slightly slower, of course, with like a second observer, but I think the big lag spikes aren't caused by me.
No. You're going to like this from Pidox in chat. Shout out to Cobalt666 and Anthony Le Killer. Now, who is that? He's got a good memory.
I think it's a guy called Cobra.
Okay.
He was a Dutch guy and played with Bahamut or something like that, if you
Oh,
remember.
yes, I remember. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
They were nice guys.
Yeah.
Nice to see you. Yeah.
Right. So we're going to game 2, which is also a mirror, and then whoever loses this match will pick the first matchup. So we have set matchups attached to a map.
Okay.
The players can pick what they prefer. Yep, I agree. Well, at least he prepped for one game.
Alright, so WRAITH in the bottom left in purple as air for us.
And top of the map in the green with also air is HEISTER, or Magical, as many know him by.
Oh yes, those are moving forward.
Yeah. Looked like he was going for the supply initially, but seemed to change his mind and throw down a Rax. I was actually sort of frozen there because I was thinking to myself, the latency looks a bit better, around 18,
It does.
20.
Yep.
So it looks like WRAITH is definitely going through a drop. What? Oh! Look what HEISTER's doing.
Gonna be a combat Chinook.
It is. It is
Which
totally
is gonna hit very early on this small of a map.
Does WRAITH know how to react though?
How would you react? Yeah, I was gonna ask, how would you react to it now?
You have to add MDs is what you have to do. Like, has he got 4 there? I mean, he could drop those 4 by the supply and try and damage it when it is built.
I think it might have just been 3, but could.
It's 3 in a ranger. Yeah,
Ah,
so that's not good. I mean, the dozers are irrelevant actually at this point. Because
There's also a Humvee coming by HEISTER. is now next to the airfield of WRAITH.
Yeah, there's no way he's stopping this with one Raptor that's probably going to die anyway to this all in with the B.
Yep.
Well, this is going to be a quicker game than the last.
Definitely. Yeah, this is over.
So I think this is a prime example of where you can see an all-in like this. If you don't know how to react or don't see it, I don't know if you saw it or not. Maybe the drone got killed. But that's when you could lose to this sort of stuff. If you react perfectly, you don't lose to this.
Right.
But very well done from HEISTER. He puts himself into, I'd say, quite a convincing 2-0 lead so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the map. I mean the build on a small map like this.
Yeah, I think we've seen it on, I think the map's called Mountain Oils, which is another small map. And it can work there. And I think a while back there was some challenges on Desert Quadrant with Air Mirror, another small map that it could work on.
Alright.
So, Wraith's matchup. Imp Fairy says, which I believe was on TD.
So would you even drop if you see there's a combat Chinook coming, or would you pull the MDs in your own base?
I think it's better to pull them in your own base, because
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
if
too.
you hover them around, you can intercept the V.
And
if you
I mean, he's not going to have an economy anyway, right? He pulls all of his Chinooks.
Yep. And if you keep them by your airfield, you can protect your Raptor and get your Raptor up.
Yep.
Did we know who picks the army? Like, Wraith definitely picks the matchup.
Didn't you say whoever lost this game?
Wraith definitely picks the matchup. I think the question
Oh.
was who picks the army first within that matchup.
Maybe just make it so whoever picks the matchup also picks the army first. Makes it easy.
Is it really? It says that. Okay, if it says that, then okay.
Okay, sure. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter too much.
It doesn't, know. And we may have had our first little bit of drama here. Yeah, if it's in the rules like that, if it's in the notes, then let's stick to the
Sure.
rules. Well, this is a map we know well. This is a matchup we know pretty well as well. Oh, his hands are shaking.
Alright.
Alright, good luck, have fun. Okay, so at the top of Tournament Desert, with a nice 2-0 lead in the green with Air Force, is HEISTER.
And in the bottom, with a not so nice CO2 deficit, is WRAITH as infantry.
Now I'm very curious actually what both players do here, because I think there's a few ways to play this.
Right. I mean, right at the beginning is already a decision point, I think, for infantry, whether you want to sell your command center or not.
Yeah, agreed. So a Rax has been thrown down.
Right. So, seems to indicate tank under troop crawler rush so far.
Yeah.
But sometimes you get surprises.
I think HEISTER's going for the 1 supply fire base camp airfield strategy build. Yep.
Yep.
I mean, it all comes down, I think, to this initial push from the Imp here. If he walks into that firebase, then it's not going to be so good. If he drives around the side, then could be a fast GG actually.
Oh, WRAITH needs to try to get into that building before HEISTER does. Makes it much harder to break up the outpost. Or I mean the troop crawler.
Yeah, just got in. And just in this second one as well. And there is the troop crawler.
Oh, I mean it's a rush WRAITH, but I think you should still get a second truck.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that as well. The old 1 truck build. So the Raptor's
needs to be careful here.
Yeah, it's going to break the TC. I mean, there is room to go around this firebase on either side.
Yes. So I like that by WRAITH actually. I feel a common mistake people do would be to just go right into these firebases. Because you feel under pressure if you all in someone. But definitely worth it to go around it. Maybe not quite as far as WRAITH is going, but...
I'm not sure he's even aware that HEISTER's on 1 supply at the moment. Surely now he is, now that bombardment's been thrown down.
Right.
He's just realised on the truck front now, he's made that second truck. But he needs to get in the base. Because he is dozer hunted. Here comes the carpet bomb. More factory down. I still think WRAITH potentially had enough to win this, but not now Burton's out, I don't think, and not the way he engaged that firebase.
Right. And it goes to show why keeping your command center is definitely a consideration in that matchup.
Yeah.
Because that build order is definitely not as strong against someone keeping their command center.
Yeah. And no GG there. So that is a 3-0 to HEISTER.
Yeah.
He's looking pretty good, HEISTER. He's improved since I last saw him, I think.
Agree.
And I definitely didn't see him for a while. Not been many clan wars. But looking pretty convincing.
Wait, did you host already? Because we're all in the lobby.
No, I'm stuck on the the end
Oh,
screen.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes, gonna be interesting to see what HEISTER does as infantry. And also what WRAITH is gonna do as Air Force.
I mean, I think it is a matchup that can be won both ways round. So it's
Yep.
not as if Wraith as Air is down and out here. He could still win this the other way around. So
Agree.
will we get a mix up in the builds? Alright. Last two games have gone pretty quick, and maybe his hands aren't shaking as much now, because at the bottom in the green with Inf is HEISTER.
And in the top, as purple, we have WRAITH playing Air Force. Sorry, a little bit tired.
I think we see possibly the first variation, and that is the keeping of the command center.
Yep. I mean, this normally makes you quite happy, I think, if you go for a 2-supply build order as Air Force.
Yeah.
But it seems like WRAITH has prepared a 1-supply build order.
He's getting a bit of everything here.
Oh.
He's got
This reminds me of his opponent last time.
LFC, yeah.
Yeah. Is he also going for the oil capture?
I don't know what this is.
You think he got a bit confused by HEISTER keeping his command center?
Possibly, yeah. Maybe he's thrown that war factory down to get a V out to do a little bit of harassment.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, that's a lot off one supply there. It's a bit of an interesting build.
Right, it's gonna be hard to support all of that on 2 Chinooks.
But if this V gets on the trucks and the Raptor kills the first outpost, maybe we'll eat our words here. Doesn't need
That
to
is
go
true.
AFK with that V though. Needs to keep it moving.
Yep. Where's the King Raptor?
We got a
I would
kill on
also
the
like
scaffold.
to see him get a bit closer with the King Raptor now, towards HEISTER space already.
True. He just got a double kill on the scaffold there.
Wow.
Lost his drone though. Oh, it's a troop caller first. Oh, he didn't lose his drone. Never mind. I thought he lost his drone. So the Raptor is coming. Could actually gun those down by kiting
Yep.
with the V before.
You gotta be careful though.
Yeah, you have.
Okay. It's easy to get too close.
Yeah.
Doing a good job so far.
Okay, he's targeted that outpost as well with the next Raptor.
Yep. Shouldn't lose the Humvees
No, he
beforehand.
shouldn't. No. Yeah, he lost a V unnecessarily there, and it was the one with his Hellfire drone. So,
Alright.
bit of a mistake there. Could have been at the trucks by now. And I agree with what you said. If his Raps were closer, he could just take those outposts out faster. The fact that they're having to fly all the way from his base.
Now gets closer with the other one. Heister really needs to start evacuating those outposts.
100%. Well, the build was interesting, but it's not been a bad start for Wraith.
I agree. But I would also say everything went almost perfect for Wraith, and he still hasn't won the game yet, which makes me not want to copy the build. Like, it really can't go much better than that.
No.
You cancel the scaffold twice and stuff like that.
You get 3 outposts almost for free. You lost 1 V. So no capture building upgrade. He's now throwing down a strat center off 1 supply.
I've a hefty capture building upgrade.
Just seen that. I mean, if Wraith sees these 2 outposts, he could get another 2 free kills here.
Yep.
Will he see them though? He doesn't have his command center. He's sending that
I feel like I would already be, if he has any minigunners in it, I would already be evacuating here.
Yeah.
Like, now you know that your opponent sees them, so... And you know he has King Raptors. Wow. Yeah, he was lucky to not lose them here.
Well, Wraith split fire on both outposts there. With the 1 Raptor. So what's his choice? Bombardment or...
Bombardment.
It is bombardment. But that is a lot of inf in the base.
Yeah, that's not gonna be easy to deal with. Should also maybe have pulled some of his Chinooks. Well, he can resume mining now.
Yeah.
Any second.
Not yet. Ooh.
Ooh.
A full troop caller for free there. Well. I mean, Heister has the oil, but he's not remade his main supply. So it's 1 supply and an oil against 1 supply. Constant.
It's starting to look pretty good for Wraith.
It is. It could all turn in an instant though. 1 minigunner in the base. 1 outpost in the base. The 3 minigunners on the left actually decided to turn back. Alright, so he gunned that outpost down. Should be aware of these outposts. He's locked on with a couple of wraps by the look of it. And we do have an evac finally.
Yep.
Not that one though.
Oh, Wraith got another one.
He is slowly creeping to level 3. And Wraith has the capture building upgrade, so he's going to get an oil here as well. Doesn't believe in that 2nd supply just yet.
Yeah, I just threw it on a command center. I think that should have been a 2nd supply, given that he's not level 3 yet.
I mean, he still has the 2 dozers.
Right.
I guess the only situation if you are a bit panicky is if you're on the 1 dozer and it looks like your opponent's trying to hunt you. Well, he has that oil. Well, now now that WRAITH has an oil, I feel like HEISTER better start pushing sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and this is where never getting a second supply really starts to hurt WRAITH, because he kinda needs the flashbang upgrade as well.
I'd be tempted to use my raptors to just get promoted, you know.
Yeah, killing the oil on the left.
Yeah. Oh, he's got his Burton out.
Oh, that's nice. There's nothing to detect it actually. He could start knifing.
Yeah. I think if he engages that army when he gets closer to bombardment though, just A-moving the V's and Burton would probably clear it up.
Yep. Well, I like by WRAITH that he's not panicking with the army being close by.
Yeah.
Realizes he is fine with losing the barracks if necessary.
And HEISTER's thrown down an airfield, so switching to MiGs possibly.
Yep. His second supply is mined out by now. Taking a third supply or like a fourth supply in the middle, right?
He is, yeah.
We have a carpet here by WRAITH.
Got a few
Oh.
units, so better than nothing.
Yep.
And he's gonna find Super Lotus. That's a bit fortunate.
Oh, that's
there.
very convenient.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, suddenly that army looks a lot less scary. Why is he? Why not clear it up, or is he going for a base trade?
Yeah, that's...
He's going for a base trade. I'd surely just clear that up. Get level. Well, he is level 3. Okay, so.
Bombardment really putting in work here.
And the Pathfinder will do the rest. So silly me. He's just. Yeah. WRAITH.
WRAITH outsmarting us all.
Yeah, claws one back there. My voice is very low. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's better now.
The burger on a 1 to 10 was definitely a 9, I would say.
I like this game. It's a
Super
great
good.
one. Fun to watch.
Yeah. We have
First
some
time
fun,
I saw this strategy by Air Force.
and we have some. It was. We have some fun matchups on maps coming up as well. So I'm curious what's going to be picked here. Well, I would say that's certainly the weakest HEISTER's looked. He looked like he had a plan in the GLA mirror. He looked really convincing in the air mirror with that all in. Like he committed to
Yeah, I
that
think it was mostly him just not evacuating his outposts.
Mm. GLA USA, was that Forgotten Forest? It was, yeah. And WRAITH gets army. Pick.
But I think that's a pretty common mistake people do against Air Force.
Not unloading.
Having their
Yep.
having their stuff in outposts for too long.
All right, here we go. And this, out of all the matchups, would you say this is the one, of course excluding mirrors, is the one which could almost go either way? Pretty balanced?
I would say so.
Yeah. Alright, so in the bottom left of Forgotten Forest we have HEISTER with the USA.
And in the top right we have WRAITH as GLA. Well, I know which army I would prefer, but what do you think is normally better on this map?
I think this map, USA is favoured. Because of the 2 supply, because of the terrain that's a little bit not easy for late game buggies and stuff. I think on bigger maps, when GLA can just get massive, I think you could say GLA is potentially favoured. I think a key location of this map is potentially this church building here.
I agree. In the past, we've seen people build a fire base on the second supply that is in range of it to handle that, and then start force firing.
Well, if GLA gets this and they have a tunnel left, right, or even behind it, you can deny the mining of the USA with a single quad. It's just an absolute nightmare to deal with. WRAITH seems
we do see HEISTER sending out his Sosa to potentially stop such a tunnel, which is nice.
Yeah, he was definitely aware of that, but it seems like WRAITH's tunnel placements are more like to try and secure the oil. Seemed to be his plan a bit there. Don't know.
That's true.
But yeah, this makes me want to play, seeing a USA GLA. But I'm sure it doesn't take a genius to think that you would prefer the USA here.
I would, yeah.
Oh, that unload.
That
Those
was pretty
RPGs.
bossy.
Yeah, I thought he could have run them all over, but he wasn't quite paying attention, it seems.
It's also nice to see the ping is really stable now at 20. Just as I say that, fuck.
Well, as I say, I mean, we know we've played 1v1, 2v2s, even 3v3s, and we know that we can be engaged with pretty low latency. So I think there's something between these two in terms of connection or something which is making it spike. I really don't think it's us, but
yeah, for the most part I think it has been fine.
Yep.
So we see now we're trying to get a tunnel up in the location you mentioned.
I'm not sure what HEISTER's looking at, but at the moment he does not seem to see it. He's just he's just aware of it now. I think
it's a pretty big float by HEISTER at this stage of the game, almost 5k.
Yeah. Ooh, nearly got a V there, but that tunnel is up.
Plus, I think if you spend all of that money and push to WRAITH now, it would be pretty hard for WRAITH to stop.
Yeah.
But given that he didn't, yeah, his army is just a lot smaller than it could be.
I think there's going to be a key moment of the game coming up very soon, because have a look at WRAITH's base. We're getting an absolute blob of tech RPG.
Oh, did he manually build up it here, or did he?
I'm not entirely sure, but there does seem to be a lot of RPGs there. And
ooh,
that was a Fargo pop.
It still seems to work out pretty well, though. He took out all of the Humvees.
Yeah, could have been, I think, a lot better though with the fact that he had the building there.
Yeah.
But
he did clean everything up. It looked terrible, but I think the building kinda saved him.
Yeah. I mean, the armies for both players are totally reset now. The only difference is HEISTER's kind of been kicked off that supply temporarily. Now, I think this is where, if you've got a bit more experience, you just think to yourself, I've kicked him off that supply. I'll get the oil, I'll camp up, I'll add a second arms dealer, and go from there. But let's see. I mean, we could, from the top tunnel near that oil, send a quad to be behind the buildings.
Alright, I would also like to see WRAITH get the oil now. He has control over both of them.
Yeah. but not really using that control. Don't think he's going to stop this V move out. Let's see. Oh, this is the last dozer, I think. Yeah, it's hunted.
Are you proud?
Well, the hunting is one thing, but
Right.
if you're not either killing the production or having enough to stop this V, it's kind of pointless, this V move out.
I would like to see Heister cancel the Sweat Center and probably just invest the money into Hellfire drones or something.
Just, yeah, spam.
Or more Humvees even. Yeah. I think that might be exactly what he did now. So, oh, well, except for the cancel part.
Yep. Wraith's just sold up. Oh, he killed his own V on one of those workers.
But
Well, I don't see any way back here for Wraith. In fact, he might even get kicked if he doesn't throw down a... Oh, he has thrown down a scaffold.
yeah, and it's a sort of game where getting dozer hunted didn't really matter at all.
No. I still think, and although it killed those Vs, that pop was pretty
Right.
big moment.
Still cost him a lot of his army.
Yeah. I think Heister's pretty safe at home, to be honest. Look at that. Firebase, a lot of Vs.
Yep.
There is a little bit of a counter poke. It's not going to be enough, though. Well, this is 4-1.
Certainly looks like it. I really can't see any way Wraith is winning from here.
I think you're only
Well, I
hoping...
guess there's no spy drone, so maybe you could try to get lucky with a demo trap or something.
Yeah,
But you would need to get lucky like 3 times.
Yeah, there's no way. And that is a no GG.
So this is 4-1 to Heister.
It is 4-1, yeah.
And people are saying, oh, looks like I will be against Heister. Since he intended on playing against the winner.
Oh, that's true. That is very true. Yeah, I agree with the chat. You lost so many RPGs.
Yeah, there was
That
also
push.
the tech RPG
Yeah.
into the Firebase.
Yeah. All right.
I would have also liked to see a much earlier oil grab with what Wraith went for. He invested so much into control of the oil.
Yeah, it's as if, you know, if you're going to place tunnels there, then go for the ore grab. If you want to be aggressive, get your tunnels in maybe a different position, you know.
Right,
It's,
or bring workers with your tech RPG and
yeah.
build them in the USA base.
I also felt when he had that church area,
Yep.
he could have used that way more than he did.
Right.
Like, it couldn't have gone better really for Heister in terms
Just
of
park
dealing
a
with that.
quad nearby or
Yeah.
try to build a stinger site that is in range of
Yeah.
the supply.
Alright, in need of a comeback in the bottom left with the USA is Wraith.
Right, and in the top right we have Heister.
So I think build order wise, this is a matchup certainly from the USA side of things, which is pretty predictable in what we're going to see here. The two supplies.
Right. I'd be very surprised to see something else.
Yeah.
Well, oh my god, he just cancelled his second supply, so I guess we see something else.
Oh my god. I was waiting to see the box on the main supply, but he's, yeah, slightly tilting or something here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very nice by HEISTER. I like to see good sportsmanship like that.
true.
You have been defeated.
I made sure to exit the game pretty swiftly there.
Yep. Yeah, very nice move by HEISTER, I gotta say.
Yeah, I made a comment about that. All right. Yeah, I basically wrote that, but I also put Fargo take note.
Yeah, but also wait. He's
Yeah,
not been GGing very often here.
true. Well, it's one of
Anyway,
those
onto the
things.
games.
If he cancels it again, I wouldn't give him a read.
Yeah, I
We
agree.
could be here all night. Yeah.
You get to fuck up once, but
Yeah.
the second time,
It's on you.
I agree.
Well, I will look at that second supply. It is up. And his main supply is actually in a better place to box as well, so yeah. It's one of those when if you're HEISTER and if you potentially lose this game, you feel like, why did I do that? Why did I do that nice
Yeah,
move?
potentially, but I don't know.
Yeah, nice to see, for sure.
And I also wouldn't blame anyone for wanting the win or wanting to continue.
True.
Because it definitely leaves a bit of a grey area, like... So yeah, we see WRAITH boxing in his daughter, sending out his first Humvee, which is gonna see the tunnel.
Yeah, he's denied currently, well, denied one, delayed the other, every single forward tunnel for HEISTER, so decent start for WRAITH.
Yeah.
That can all change though, if the on how much damage the first tech or two do.
He sees it coming at least.
Liked that from
It was a
HEISTER.
nice move actually by HEISTER.
I like that
I
as
liked
well.
that.
Yeah. Oh. You missed
Thought it was the tech tab for some reason.
Yeah, me too. And then, well,
Damn.
we are definitely cursed, I would say.
Yeah.
What we're saying here.
That was funny.
Oh. Well, that is like
Seems
Dreamland.
like HEISTER is quite nervous.
Seems to be. he's forgotten about his tech because of the harass, I think, in his base.
Yeah, nice counter harass here by WRAITH. Doing a lot of damage to HEISTER's economy.
And that TT did nothing in the end, actually.
Yeah. Does have his second arm still up now. WRAITH a little bit slow to react to these two RPGs.
Yeah.
Lost one Chinook to it.
Yeah. Pretty massive, that, actually. But he has enough Vs, I would say.
Yeah, I would like... Oh, he got the ambulance. I think he can just probably
Time to
go
push,
now.
yeah.
Maybe build one fire base at home. And...
He's having trouble getting his MDs and his Vs at the moment.
yeah.
Right. How's he going to deal with this? I think HEISTER realises that's a pretty big army and decides not to engage. But it's keeping WRAITH busy, and he now has that church location we were talking about.
That is true. But I mean, as long as HEISTER's not getting the oils, I think WRAITH is also fine to wait for Search and Destroy at this point.
Yeah, and that Hellfire drone has killed a tunnel, by the way, very slowly.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, that's probably what he should be doing right now. But yeah, he also has enough Humvees to just fight this.
Well, he just picked off 2 techs for free.
Yep.
And if you anticipate the search and destroy, you start moving across the map now, I think.
Right.
Which he is doing.
Even get a Crusader or two, given that he mostly sees technical here. By HEISTER. Sorry.
Yeah, he definitely, I think, should get a Crusader. I mean, we're at the point of no return. He's got to attack with these Vs across the map and try and hold off this this push, but he's actually holding it off.
Yeah, he held it off pretty well.
Yeah.
There was a dozer in between the 2 or 3 Humvees and HEISTER's army, and I think he just attack moved and it was just attacking the dozer.
Right.
Yeah, WRAITH definitely needs to do something with his Humvees though.
Yeah.
I think HEISTER lost too much probably to win at this point, but the next time he plays that matchup, don't sleep with your whole army.
Yeah. He's still AFK with that army.
Because while you're sitting there, like, your opponent is still building stuff in his base.
Yeah. Oh, oh! That TT. Okay. There's your GG.
GG.
4-2.
Defeated.
So a little comeback from WRAITH there,
Yep.
but still essentially a matchup behind, so although he seems to be nervous, HEISTER's in a good position still. Really good position.
Yeah. Kinda hope for him he doesn't become even more nervous now that he lost the game.
I think it's definitely a factor. I mean, we've heard this from a few players that under challenge or tournament settings, maybe some nerves might affect their level a bit.
Right, especially newer or less experienced players.
If you're not used to it, yeah. I mean, I think this sort of thing is great for both players. Whoever wins or loses, I think this is good experience for both of them.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they take it constructively, whoever loses. And it's WRAITH's matchup, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I'll have a look at chat. We have 51 viewers. Hello everyone, welcome. Nuke Tox. Was that on Snowy? Yep. Okay.
Alright, I would say that's a decent map for China.
I think this could go either way. I mean, of course,
Yeah,
normally you say
I wouldn't
Tox.
say Nuke is like, of course, heavily favored or anything, but on some maps it's very hard to beat Toxin, and I think this is pretty balanced actually.
Yeah. Okay, I shall be right back as well, super quick, since he says second.
Alright.
Alright. Sorry about that. I am back, everyone.
All good.
I hope they were ready. I've just hit go.
Alright, in the top we have WRAITH as Nuke.
And the bottom of Snowy, we have HEISTER with the Toxin General.
So I would say there's like two main build orders for Nuke. It's the forward supply or backward supply with two war factories.
Yeah. If you see them going forward, you kind of, I would expect to see a truck rush from WRAITH here as well.
Right.
And if players aren't prepared for the truck rush, they can actually do quite a lot of damage, almost.
Right, it can be game deciding
Yeah, it
for
can
sure.
be, yeah. And he is truck rushing.
Yep. Oh, he also kept his command center.
Not sure on that.
Little size in the making here.
Mini size, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so he's taken one worker out there with that truck. Ooh. HEISTER has not rallied his terrorists actually, so this truck could get on that second supply. It's going to be close with that tunnel building.
Right. And I think this shows why I'm not a big fan of keeping this easy. Now his top left supply is so delayed.
Yeah.
And he also only has one truck on his middle supply.
Yeah. Really hurt his initial opening. Well, he does have a Battle Master going to the worker line there. Well,
So WRAITH right now doesn't have a single unit out except for that one Battle Master in HEISTER space.
yeah. think this is all. Well, that's the problem of keeping CC, isn't it?
Right.
Like, he's got to pray that Heister hits the mines right now. Otherwise, it's going to do so much damage. And we have a scrapped up tech. He is actually being careful in case there are mines.
Yep.
Ooh, they just got built, those mines.
It's a good move by Heister.
Yeah.
We see the second arm still up by Heister. I think WRAITH also needs to throw down a second war factory right now.
Yeah, he's got 3k in the bank.
He's simply not gonna have enough units on one war factory. Oh, that was a good explosion for WRAITH. Oh, he missed the opportunity.
Yeah, he could have got it. He did scrap deny though.
Wow.
Wow.
Not size after all.
Oh dear. Heister's put WRAITH straight on the back foot here though, with this pressure.
Yep.
It is quite big to deny that super tech, because if that was a super tech now, that dozer would have gone down before
Yep.
the war factory got built.
Again, there's gonna be some floating by WRAITH if he doesn't build something else. He's on 3 supplies, you can support more than just 2 war factories.
Yeah. But when you are having to micro units and you're under pressure, it's not easy to
True.
keep on top of that. But he does slow down the propaganda, but this is quite a sizable army from Heister here.
Yep. He's using his battle masters well, I think, to blow stuff up.
He's anticipating a Lix, perhaps, with the quads.
Mm-hmm. I would like to see Heister expand behind this, probably. Well, I shouldn't say probably. He's floating 6k. No reason not to.
Or even an oil.
Yeah. Starts a palace now.
Well, he did need that palace because WRAITH has actually, despite what's looked like a pretty bad start, has actually got his propaganda up.
Right.
Oh! Lost the super tech to mines that he knew were there.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of nerves there.
WRAITH needs to start using his army though.
Yeah.
I would also like to see him get the radar for 500. If you keep your CC, might as well get
Why
better
not? Yeah.
map awareness.
Yep.
He's not using his overlord yet. Now he is.
No, doesn't have your favourite upgrade yet.
Yep. Didn't get subliminal messaging. Heister's already level 3.
He's killed a lot.
Yeah. But never expanded behind it, which now puts him behind.
Yeah. I mean, if Wraith gets his Lotus out, he could be on oil as well.
See if a barracks yet.
He does in the top
Oh, he
left,
does.
and the Lotus is out,
Okay.
actually.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a TT.
Try to deactivate it, maybe?
Oh, the Lotus!
He does. Still gonna kill the War Factory.
I think I'd prefer losing my War Factory compared to my propaganda, though, at this stage.
That is true.
Well, I think that's a sizable army. He could be pushing across the map with that.
I agree. You normally want to try to hit the timing before your opponent has the Charmin.
Yeah.
I think he could have cleared a few tunnels before that happened.
Agreed.
Now he has the Charmin out.
Still, I mean, 4 Overlords, bring an outpost or a troop crawler with that army, it's still scary
Yep.
to deal with.
Right.
I still think this could go either way. It depends on the engagement, but if Heister does lose this, I put it down to the lack of expansion, as you say.
For sure.
Because I think his general pressure's been pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah, just use that early pressure to take them up behind it.
Tried to control fire the Lotus there. Wasn't far away, actually, with the initial shot.
Yep.
Wraith will save his own oil here and is pushing. Jarman does snipe 1 Overlord. 2 buses are out. One's
is true.
empty. One has a few units in. And he's going to take that Overlord for free, pretty much.
Is in range of the palace as well now. Heister could clean up this army here.
Yeah, another snipe and use of the bus, and suddenly, well, what that Overlord kill did was make Wraith level 3, so he could actually use his bomber and artillery right now. Needs to get some men down here though to retake these
Yeah, a
Overlords.
bit indecisive here by Wraith. I think you
Really
either try to kill the bottom left supply before all of your Overlords get sniped, or you retreat, right?
Yeah, don't hang around.
You don't stand around here,
Yeah.
waiting for them to get sniped one by one.
Oh, well, he got a bus for free.
Yep.
But now that is the second Overlord that's been sniped.
I would also like to see Wraith now throw down an airfield.
Yeah.
You gotta realize that your opponent's gonna end up with at least 2 Overlords now. All you see are Scorps, and 3 Helixes or something will probably be really useful in a few minutes from now.
Well, the artillery and the bombers on the way here. Well, suddenly Heister is on 1 supply, no oil, but he is pushing here. Pushing
Yeah, like
into-
even now, he should just throw down an expansion, I think.
Yeah, look at this army from Wraith. I mean, he doesn't believe in troop crawlers or outposts, but look at it.
It's pretty massive. Also doesn't believe in the upgrade, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, he now gets a Nuke missile.
I mean, Nuke MiGs.
Alright. Can definitely work. Would have probably still liked to see the airfield and the helix first, but since you will end up building an airfield anyway if you go for a nuke mix.
True. It's a massive army. There's the nuke.
Oh, there's an ambush by HEISTER.
Couple of trucks for that.
Well, it's not bad, but I think it's not enough at this stage.
I'd probably, if I had the ambush...
You gotta think about how you want to win the game now. So
Yeah.
I don't know, something like putting 8 RPGs into the building that just died and using the charm in conjunction with the ambush.
Yeah,
Maybe could kill like 3 or 4 overlords.
agreed. I was going to say, I'd combo it with the Jarman snipe at this stage. Even for a potential base trade situation.
Yep.
When Wraith moves across the map.
Yeah, so 13 minutes in and HEISTER hasn't touched his 3rd supply yet.
Wow.
It's definitely something he should change in the future.
Yeah. Well, what he has done every time he's got GLA is slow down a 2nd arms dealer pretty quick, so that seems to be his go-to thing.
Right.
3rd supply is going down. And the Nuke MiG upgrade is live. So this bus should get locked down. Here it is. Two somersaults as well before it landed there.
Nice.
And that's a GG.
GG, well played.
Yeah. Well, size build for the win.
Yep.
I'm stuck in the game here. So that takes the score to 4-3. Now it was it not a 3-0 to HEISTER initially? So that's a bit of a comeback from WRAITH here.
Yep.
WRAITH seems to be growing in confidence and HEISTER's getting more nervous.
Right. And especially, I think winning a long game like that gives you confidence.
Mm-hmm. I did say this at the start of the stream, but I'll say it mid-stream as well. This is all possible due to a sponsored matchup here from AKA Baloney, so big shout out to him. Not just for this, but for many of the challenges and events that he's supporting throughout 0 Hour.
Definitely.
And now we go over to the reverse. Pretty sure HEISTER will do the same here in terms of a truck rush. I think it's probably the most popular build on this map to take the forward supply as Nuke.
Right.
Oh, he says sec. I'm not going to panic him.
Yep.
Without replying. I think he's probably trying to compose himself, actually. Might be the case. Okay, he's ready. Okay, so we have a switch here with now Heister taking the nuke and Wraith taking the Tox. So this, I would say, is actually Wraith's chance to level the score here.
Yep.
I agree totally that certain maps mean Tox is way favoured, but I still think you're in with a good shout with Tox against Nuke on any map.
I agree.
And that's a little bit different from Heister. 3 dozers.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot of dozers to hunt.
That's true. I don't mind that. I think when you can get 3 supplies right away, can't be too bad to get 3 doses.
It's something Google tended to mix in quite a bit and have good success with it, not just in this matchup, but other matchups as well.
And I mean, with players getting better at doser hunting, having that extra doser around can also be nice.
Sometimes it can throw the opponent though when you think you've killed 2 dozers and you're feeling pretty happy with yourself, and then you wonder why there's an artillery flying over your head. That 3rd doser's thrown down a CC later in the game.
Also, we see HEISTER making the same mistake as WRAITH, not getting another truck after the truck rush.
Yeah. And doing 0 damage with that truck as well. And here goes Mr. Wraith. And he's made the 3 dozers.
And did you watch the replay and copy WRAITH
Yeah.
in between the games?
Yeah. Well, Wraith has started with a tech RPG here. That is frightfully close to the mines. Insanely close to the mines, that was. Could actually get a super tech there.
Yep.
Doesn't even get a single scrap.
Oh. Wow. And runs away.
I think he's just seen the 3rd dozer. And he's going to run into mines.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But getting a super tech is also pretty nice.
Yeah. And an instant propaganda thrown down from Heister there.
Bit of a missed opportunity by WRAITH.
Yeah, because a scrap super tech means 2 less trucks there, and something you can use right now for constant harassment, whether it's killing or picking off single battle masters, killing other trucks.
Can be hard to cover all 3 of your supplies at this stage as Nuke. Building is really tanky, by the way. On the right side, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. HEISTER's 3rd supply. Would like to see him even repaired, probably.
Yeah, why not? Ooh, a TT on the War Factory. Quite a lot of terrorists though for that. 5.
Was a lot. And if he tried with 3 first, he could now kill the propaganda center.
Yeah. He knows there's mines on that. Oh, just walk through the mines. That's another way of doing it.
Wow.
Wraith seems
Invincible.
to know things that we don't here.
Yeah. Nice attack by WRAITH on the 3rd supply now.
Yeah.
Again, I think like these 2 tunnels WRAITH is now throwing down in his main base should just be a supply or like an oil capture. You don't need the defensive tunnels in your base right now.
But at the same time, how on earth is he going to deal with Overlord tech when he's nowhere near a palace.
That is true.
I mean, this could be one of those games where Wraith thought he was pretty safe hunting 2 dozers, and then of course gets the shock when he sees there's a war factory being built after he's killed 2 of them.
True. And this is where not repairing the building really hurt Wraith. There was no dragon tank, so if you just put a few RPG in that, repair that building.
I mean,
You can't really clear that without an ECM.
No. I mean, you're going to kill a lot of units, and it's going to buy you so much time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not even thrown down a palace yet. And Helix is being prepared. Well, this has got 5-3 written all over it.
Yeah, I don't see any way Wraith holds this.
I think what he's probably going for, by the look of that top left tunnel, is a base trade. But there's 2 helixes waiting for his whatever amount of scorps, so...
Alright.
4 scorps... Oh! 6 scorps and 2 quads and a bunch of RPGs.
So he could actually do some damage here to Heister space.
Yeah. Ooh, that helix is taking a lot of damage.
It's going down actually.
He's not even seen it. It's like he didn't react at all. Well, now if he got the dozer, it could get interesting, but he's...
Yeah, but it's not even too bad if it finishes right now. Like, of course you would prefer him not to have one, but at least he's only level 1 for now.
True.
And you might still be able to kill the dozer and the CC before he can make use of it.
Yeah. This is going to be a very interesting base trade, actually.
Right.
Like, that's a Vet 3 quad. That's probably enough to deal with the licks on its own, let alone with all the all the RPGs.
Yep.
If it's me, though, I'm killing that dozer so that other scaffolds can't get thrown down.
Right. You wanna commit at least a little bit to killing that dozer. And again, I think the barracks that Wraith is building could have just been a supply as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just take your opponent's old supplies.
I'm expecting to see a bomber come through here. Yeah.
Ooh. Very nice hit here.
That's the end of it. Oh, although he's lost his last dozer to that hut. So literally, oh my god! Wraith is sending rebels to the last building.
Wait, this is also the last barracks now. Wait, also needs to throw down another scaffold.
Oh my god, he has thrown down another scaffold.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Wait.
Wraith won!
Oh my god, that was close!
Oh my god, I did not expect that.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, these are certainly pretty entertaining games.
Jesus. It looked the most desperate situation you've ever seen for Wraith. I don't know how he won that. Oh my god. Well, we have a series on our hands, ladies and gentlemen, here. 4-4.
But it goes to show, like, if you can't hold off your opponent's push, might as well throw everything at them.
Mm-hmm. I think it was the right call, 100%.
Yep.
But I also, at the same time, think Heister had enough at home to deal with that. He just lost the lick for free. Probably floated a bit.
But yeah, by defending, he would have never won that game, right? So Good job to him.
Yep. Wow, that was, well, I think for me the most exciting game of the set so far.
Yeah.
Chat definitely liked it. Wow. In the chat, they're like, what the how? What? Hepsi, who is the bad boy here? Wraith with his sunglasses on. Yeah. Okay, so Wraith picks the army here.
All right.
So he's gone with his air. I wonder if this is going to be another one supply special build here.
Yeah, looking forward to his
I'm looking
Air Force
forward
build.
to it. That was, yeah. We're definitely getting entertainment here with games like that. That was epic. I was so convinced that that army was just going to be a comfortable win, to be honest.
Yeah,
for
it looked
Heister.
so good for Heister.
Yeah. Alright, it seems Heister's ready. Wraith needs a drink.
Fair enough.
Good night to Viniac, he's off.
Good night.
Amazing game, says Millard. Crazy. Oh, Heister's in the chat saying crazy as well. Alright, well I'm going to grab a drink quickly as well.
All right.
Okay. I'm back.
Hey
Wraith
ho,
is still
welcome
not
back.
Thank you. Yeah, they're all wondering why Heister's in the chat. So we've not seen other matchups we could see. We've not seen USA Super Weapon on Jundi's new map, which is Imminent Victory, which is a winter version of Natural Threats. We've not seen China Super Weapon on Sand Scorpion. I think that could be interesting. We've not seen Inf Demo on Homeland Rocks. We've not seen Tank Stealth on Plant Waste. And we've not seen Stealth Tox on Vendetta. So they are the other potential matchups. Okay. I'll just check Heisters here.
Okay.
All right. Air Stealth on Barren Badlands. Alright, so on the right of Barren Badlands we have Heister with the Stealth.
And on the left we have WRAITH as Air Force.
And that looks like a...
That looks way too normal for WRAITH here.
It does, it looks like a 2 supply written all over it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A very fast CC cell as well, though. Some players like to keep their CC in this matchup. What are your thoughts on that for this particular matchup?
I mean, I often still tend to sell it, but I think if you keep it against any GLA, Stealth is definitely the best one to keep it against.
Yeah.
And you can afford to keep it as Air Force. So I don't mind it either way, I think. The extra scans and drones are really useful against the stealth tunnels.
And you're less likely to miss flanking quads or sneaky workers.
Right.
But you have potentially less to hold off in the early game, so it is a balancing act, I guess.
Right.
Now I was about to say what you can't do is go and lose your first V, but he does manage to pull that back in time. Now a lot of players don't even bother making a technical in this matchup, but it seems Heister is getting one.
Yeah, I like the bunkers he took.
Yeah, I think that's good for pressurizing. I think WRAITH is going to intercept that. Let's see.
Certainly looks like it.
Shouldn't chase though. He does manage to stop and deal with that.
So he should probably drop the Rangers now into the bunker.
Yeah, why not? Look at that next level power plant being built from inside the box.
Yep.
Yeah, with a few more, with an ambulance and a few more MDs in these Vs, Ranger drop the bunker and you can pretty much clear that tunnel out.
Right, and then you have a pretty clear path to the arms dealer.
Yeah, very clear. WRAITH's made a third Chinook there. You see that?
Oh, it.
He made a third Chinook off his main
Is he
supply.
trying to drop or something?
He is. Okay.
I think if you do that, you probably want to commit to it and also load up another Chinook with your next two Humvees.
Yeah. Now he's got 2 Vs to try and kill Heister's whole base, yet at the same time,
Right.
he's got.
And there's no ambulance either,
Yeah.
so I think it might still work here, but I think it would be stronger if he had like 3 Humvees, 1 ambulance instead.
Yeah. He's actually on top of the arms dealer though.
Yep.
So now he's got a micro at home as well. Heister is pushing.
Nice laser lock actually here
Yeah.
by Wraith.
Oh, another nice laser lock. And Wraith has killed the arms dealer of Heister.
Right.
Wow. Just took 3 quads down there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Wraith is showing us how to play air stealth here. Look at this.
Yeah.
I think it certainly took Heister off guard. I think if you see that coming, it's easy to just take your units home and deal with those 2Vs.
Mm-hmm.
But it's worked.
But yeah, the surprise factor can definitely make people panic, and
It's worked out great for
he
Wraith.
might have also just hit a really good timing with Heister moving out to attack.
Yeah.
Was that a response by Heister, the attack, or did he do that before he saw the drop?
I
coming?
think he was starting to move out before he saw it, and I think
Right.
myself included, you can have a plan for a matchup, and you're just thinking, right, now's the time I push with my quads, and then suddenly something in the game happens you don't expect, and it's how you react to that. And I think Heister was just kind of confused. He was panicking at home and not microing his push, so it was like the worst of all worlds here.
Yeah.
He's got a load of tunnels up now, which if he had a base would be very scary for Wraith. But I think he's down to like very minimal amount of quads at this stage, and Wraith kind of just needs to mass up and finish it really at this point. There are an absolute ton of RPGs going into that bunker though. I think it's totally full. I think there's 10 RPGs in there. And the Rangers are in.
Yeah, nice swap by Wraith here.
And he clears that tunnel.
His Rage Descender is at 70%, so it's gonna have Search and Destroy soon as well.
He'll have the bomber too, being level 2, although he might lose his dozer here. Yep. Still has one in the box though, it's not the end of the world.
Right.
And now he's killed all those RPGs.
Yeah, losing that one dozer doesn't really hurt him.
I mean, I've said this before already in the series, but with Search and Destroy, I don't see how Wraith's gonna lose with these Vs.
Yeah.
But anything could happen, I think, is what we're learning here.
Was on the command center. I think that's a good decision as well, being close to level 3 and being on one dozer.
Search and destroy.
Bombers going in. Heister did get the oil during all that franticness.
Oh yeah, you got the oil in the bottom right. That bomber didn't achieve all that much, but we're still way ahead, of course.
Headbutting a few tunnels here.
Focus is the... Oh! Not the best engagement here by WRAITH.
I mean, that was 1, 2, 3 Vs and an ambulance went down there. It's pretty much...
He is level 3 now, though.
Okay. Well...
One way to get there. There is a demo trap by Heister.
Where? Oh, yes, I
in
see.
front
Yeah.
of the palace on the
Yeah.
third supply.
Yeah. We'll keep our eye on that. Wraith does have a couple of spy drones. Spectre gunship is on that arms dealer, so he's keeping the army production really low here for Heister. Oh wow, and he's just GGing out.
Okay.
So I believe, for the first time in this series, Wraith has taken a lead. still on the game over screen here. We've got to be quicker at exiting. Okay. Lobby's up.
Alright.
So if Wraith pulls this off with stealth, he's actually at match point. What do you think is the favoured army, air versus stealth? Would you say air is the favoured, or depends on the map?
I would say, of course it depends a bit on the map, but I would say in general air is favored, yeah.
Okay.
What would you say?
Well, I'm quite good at losing as air and as stealth, both ways round. Yeah, I mean, I have most success with Comanches, funnily enough, although I think Vs are the safest choice.
Yep. But if you had to play against yourself, what would you pick?
Yeah, I'd probably pick air. I think if you're air against anything, you must feel like you have a chance.
Right. Okay, so this time we have WRAITH as stealth and HEISTER as air.
Yep. And this, to be honest, isn't a bad map in terms of being defensive for air, because you've got either the top hill where stealth can attack from, or just essentially through where your production's going to be, essentially. So
Yeah, especially if you manage to take control of the two bunkers yourself as air.
yeah,
You feel pretty safe here.
I think so. Yeah. So Heister did sell his CC in the end. I thought he was going to keep it, actually, to start with.
You see HEISTER also sending out a dozer. It's gonna get the worker here, which is nice.
Yeah.
He's been doing a good job of doing that. Did it the last time as well on Forgotten Forest.
Yeah. This could be a pretty big move from Wraith here, though. Do you see what's running across the map?
Yep.
Oh! Oh!
Oh my god.
Nearly run it over. That'd have been pretty massive. And there it is.
There was a second move he could have done that would have also been pretty good, which is to steal the empty Humvee and shoot the firebase scaffold.
Yeah, but I think when you've got the prospect of getting power,
It is really, yeah, it's
hard
really
to
nice.
resist that.
Oh, and at the same time doing some tech RPG
He's
harassment.
actually hunted him. He's
Ooh.
killed one and hijacked the other.
In less than 2.5 minutes.
Wow. Heister's falling apart a little bit here. Absolutely falling apart.
He has not started his reactor yet, though.
And I've just had a massive donation come in from Millie, who says, really nice games, can you give £10 to the winner and £5 to you and Spalding, please? Well, that is very kind, Big Millie. Thank you very much.
Oh, very nice, Millie.
I think the players are already nervous, so I might tell the winner at the end rather than maybe during the set, I don't know. But let's see how this game goes first of all. So here is the V move out.
Did not have the MDs in possession to laser lock the Humvee, so he's still gonna end up losing the top supply most likely.
Yeah.
So while he has power and a reactor, he's gonna be on one supply.
Could very quickly get both oils though, whilst he's feeling, I was gonna say maybe safe, but his MDs are out of position again.
Yeah, he's gonna lose the reactor now. HEISTER needs to be careful, just because he was pretty close to the building. And he's gonna get rid of the barracks.
Well,
So not the best utilization of
not
the
at
reactor
all.
and the barracks.
He's not laser locking at all here. Seems like this attack's really taken Wraith completely off guard.
Yeah,
I mean, I
he has
think
a lot of technicals even. I'm kind of surprised he died to that push, given that he has 6 technicals
6
and
technicals, MDs, a lot of
MDs.
tunnels, yeah. I mean, he's killed the production in terms of Vs, but
Yeah.
it's too little, too late, I'm afraid. And yeah, this is going to the wire. This series, we're now at 5-5. If HEISTER, I can't see any way how he's not going to close this game out.
Yeah, I would agree. Gonna see WRAITH tap out here. I assume any second.
Yeah. GG. GG.
You have been defeated.
Well, thanks once again, Big Millie. Maybe I should tell the players. Yeah, I should tell the players.
So yeah, I just think we should see more of these challenges. They're really exciting, and so much more room for different players to play.
Agreed.
Because at the end of the day, there's only like, I don't know, 5 or 10 players who are considered the best, or some of them, and you keep rotating these players. Doesn't allow for much variety.
I will actually tell the players because Millie has done that midstream. So Millard
Right.
has added a £10 bonus to the winner. Shout out to Big Millie. Alright, so it is WRAITH's matchup, I believe.
Yep. Shout out to Millie.
Both players are completely silent with that. Oh dear. I think they're both generally a bit nervy, to be honest. Inf demo. Inf demo. So HEISTER's gone for the demo. And
Which
WRAITH,
army would you favor here?
I think it's a matchup that can go both ways. I feel slightly more confident as demo, to be honest. But yeah, I don't feel scared as Imp. I think Imp, because it's very winnable as Imp, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you tried to pick matchups that you thought were relatively balanced, right?
Yep. And we're seeing a balanced and close set as well so far. So the score is 5-5, and at the top of Homeland Rocks we have WRAITH with the Imp,
And at the bottom, we have HEISTER as demo. We see WRAITH selling his command center. Not going for the forward supply. Something we see China do a lot on this map.
I think out of all the Chinas, Inf is the one which you tend to see the two more conservative suppliers taken.
Cool. I think unless you have the intention of mining your supply, would probably like to see WRAITH box in one side with the barracks.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's. I think the placement of the production buildings are a bit odd. I mean, better to wall off or box off part of the supply.
He is gonna scout the tunnel on the left side, or at least he has his dozer there. He didn't see it, I guess. Oh, okay, he
does
did.
now. So I guess he clicked, looked away, and now looked back and
Yeah.
sees it.
So he did mine the supply.
Right. Heister preparing a TT at home.
Yep.
They both like their sneaky tunnels, it seems. And the worker survives, gets in the building.
Oh, that outpost might run into the technical, actually.
It's gonna be close.
Ah, the technical is gonna be too far to the left for the outpost
So
to
here
intercept.
he can pick off a dozer,
Yep.
finish the tunnel, scrap the tech if needed. Scrap the tech, and let's see what this TT hits.
So this outpost could also do massive damage if it got just in front of the arms dealer right now.
Yep.
It's a very full one and there's no tunnel protecting it.
Oh, what's he going for? Okay. Worried about mines. Oh, he's gonna shoot. Oh, he nearly shot his own terrorist. Did you see that?
Oh, this is the last. Oh, yeah, it is the last dozer by WRAITH.
Oh my.
I think he's gonna get hunted here most likely.
Yeah, and this outpost is AFK a little bit. Oh, he's dropped those off way too early. The dozer
Ooh.
goes down.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So just down to a barracks.
It's all on this fully loaded outpost here.
Yeah.
Kills the supply. If I was WRAITH though, I think I'd take another outpost across the map. Ooh,
Yeah, and just try to hold the one supply with your barracks.
yeah.
I would like to see HEISTER probably also get some terrorists at this point. Because then you can just pick off the one minigunner.
So he's down to 2 quads here. He's gonna micro those tank hunters. He can't just A-move them. Oh, and he lost a full outpost in the top right for free, basically.
Oh,
So that's really
I
good
think
for
that's
HEISTER.
it.
Really good for HEISTER.
Yeah.
Well, we say that's it, but if he loses those quads to this Inf army, he doesn't
That's true.
actually have any production.
yeah, still no terrorist by HEISTER.
And he seemed to pull
He's
his
losing his whole
workers.
base to a few tank hunters
Yeah,
here.
he pulled his workers from his main supply and hasn't put them back. Well, WRAITH needs to send that outpost to HEISTER's base at this point and keep trying to hold with the barracks production.
Oh, HEISTER losing another quad here.
Whoa, this is getting dicey.
Yep, he's getting 2 terrorists now, but he's not using them.
Now that supply is going down to 2 tank hunters right now.
I mean, it's definitely a high pressure moment for both players right now. Heister was saying he was shaking already before, and now towards the end of the series,
Yeah.
he builds a demo trap.
I mean, I think they're panicking. Like,
Yeah.
he's losing his base. He's lost his quad push. During all the franticness, he did throw down a supply on the left, but he's actually not mining from his, what was his natural supply? His second supply?
Oh, that's unfortunate. He
Yeah,
has
so
them
during
on
all of this,
stop.
he's not mining. But
Mhm.
he is, as I say, that top left area might be what saves Heister here.
Yeah.
Still a massive amount of men from Wraith.
He needs to start using them though, as well.
Yeah. I mean, you can't play the long game when you're on one barracks and no dozers.
Yep.
I think he's not aware of that, Wraith's not aware of that side area being established at all.
Yeah, I think the tank hunter might barely be out of vision of the tunnel and RPGs.
But this outpost...
He is gonna see it now.
This outpost is going there. Oh no. I think that must be in range. I think he must see that.
Yeah, the outpost vision range is massive.
It's pretty big. A tech is built. Well, that would be enough with the terrorists to finish the barracks of Wraith.
Yeah.
Which it's coming in now, and are the units in position for Wraith? They're moving.
They kinda are, yeah.
And Heister's losing another
Oh,
supply.
Heister realized he wasn't mining, at least,
Yeah,
on
he's just
the
pulled them back.
bottom
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
Would have liked to see a few toxin tractors probably as well. He got another quad now.
I think a Tox Tractor would be amazing.
Yeah. That is a very fully loaded building now, and here's the toxin tractor.
Loses 2 tank hunters there. Now he's focused on the arms dealer. Oh, and another toxic tractor does the business.
Ooh, that's big.
Yeah.
Because if he evacuated, he could have killed the tractor and the supply and arms dealer most likely. No, he didn't kill anything.
I feel Wraith has waited too long. He had a window
Yeah.
where he could have won on this barracks. But he has
Right,
waited.
you gotta take some risks eventually if you're down to 1 barracks.
Yeah, and if you see a
Like, of
terrorist-
course, he could maybe counter-attack you and get rid of that, but you need to stop him from mining now.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you said, you're not gonna win the long game.
But even maybe mine the barracks, so halt the production temporarily, and send your units across the map. Wraith is not paying attention and lost a few units to that Tox Tractor there. If the palace gets
He's
up,
gonna
it's,
be able to cancel the palace most likely
well,
though.
if it gets up the palace, it's GG. But
Right.
yeah, he sees it, and Heister's aware of that. He's actually throwing a palace down on the left immediately.
Needs to cancel the other one. He did, I think. So again, Wraith needs to go to the left side.
He has an army now where he could aim move each blob of units in 3 directions. 1 blob to the left, 1 blob up the middle, and 1 blob down the right.
Yeah, all Heister really needs is 1 shaman.
Yep. And it would be Vet 3 after clearing this up.
Definitely.
definitely a panic situation. Emergency demo traps. Not mining with enough workers on what is the main base of HEISTER.
Yep. And WRAITH still sitting back with his army. And yeah, I think if he went there, he could have cancelled the palace on the left side, probably.
Yeah.
But now he missed his opportunity, and I think HEISTER's just gonna get a German.
He's got it now. Palace is up.
Yep.
Jarman's on the way. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't camp in this situation, WRAITH. Nice demo traps by HEISTER. I like to see those.
What I would say though, in Wraith's defense, is how things in a series can affect your decisions. Like, there's been quite a few base trades already, and
Yeah.
he may have been scared of I send all my units out and I lose in the base trade situation. But that's
Right.
where we can see the whole map, and in this game we know that he should have moved out.
Yeah, it's not an easy call to make
Yeah.
in the game.
He definitely should have moved out, yeah. Jarman is out. Jarman, is he going in the palace? He's not. He's just going to stand there and shoot. Oh, he does go in the palace. And when you hear that snipe sound,
You're not happy.
you're not happy. And a demo bike. Vet 2 Jarman.
Red tour? Getting there?
And here goes the Jarman. Heister's feeling a lot better about himself, having that unit.
Yep.
Needs to be a little bit careful.
Yeah, I like that he pulled back here. He has enough time.
Yeah.
It's the one unit you don't want to lose right now.
Yeah. Oh, and a Scud launcher.
I think that's pretty smart as well in this situation.
I mean, Wraith is being stubborn about it, but
I think it's time to throw in the towel.
yeah. Unless that Jarman dies in some odd way. But he doesn't even have the massive infantry now. And it's
Both
match.
by HEISTER as well.
Yep.
Throwing down the CC for the cash bounty.
But this is going to be match point for HEISTER, so some pressure on Wraith in the reverse.
Yep.
GG. So there we go. HEISTER takes a 6-5 lead. Ooh, well, are we going to go to the decider is the question.
Oh, it's just the game is full, by the way.
Yeah, let me make a bigger map because they've both picked their army. There you go.
Okay.
Homeland Rocks, where are you? There you are.
Found it.
Alright, so there's a lot riding on this for Wraith now. Heister needs a second.
It is a really nice set.
I may have added a digit there, but still. A little bit of exaggeration never hurt anyone. Alright, here we go. In a way, I bet I know John D would be upset that we didn't see the new map, but apparently they don't like USA mirrors. I thought I'd throw one in because it's not something you see in challenges so much. But potentially the last game here. So Wraith now with demo and Heister with the infantry.
Alright. Yeah, I think most people don't really like to play USA mirrors.
I think small things decide them, which might be the reason why.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I like that. Recently it didn't go in my favour, but I quite like how a small thing decides the game.
Yeah, me too.
So Wraith has sent 2 workers out on each flank, one left, one right here, which will actually avoid the minigunners that look like they're scouting for workers here. But the right minigunner is going to this worker. And
It's gonna be able to stop this tunnel.
Yeah. Oh! Wraith was paying attention. Now Heister, what we were talking about last time, has placed his buildings in a better position, hasn't he really? Compared to Wraith, a little bit more.
Yeah, this is a lot better.
Protected. So Wraith sending this tech out, deals with that minigunner, can get that tunnel up, so work a pop,
Yep.
off you go.
It is an empty technical.
Looks like an empty tech, yeah. And we lose a minigunner on the left of the map as well. So Heister looks in a position where he might lose one dozer. One's pretty exposed, but one dozer to me looks pretty safe, and that's the one on the left.
Yep.
It's a lot harder to kill. Okay, there's tech coming in here from Wraith. And he hits the mines.
Yeah, with, oh, we see a scorpion here by Wraith.
Oh.
It's not something we see very often in this matchup.
I mean, there's no reason you'd make a score.
It's just a misclick.
Yeah.
But he's been innovative.
He's made another score.
Oh, he's very innovative.
And attack.
Okay.
He's already hit those
Looking
mines
for a
once.
dozer.
Yeah, but he's hit the mines once already.
He's gotta get one.
I think he got away. That dozer stayed alive. But those RPGs are swinging round.
It's a nice move here by Heister.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, he can reach it. Oh, a misclick. And he got it.
Yes, was still a really nice attempt to save the Dosa.
Yeah.
But the one thing I'm worried about for WRAITH is, well, first of all, he's building Scorpions against Inf, but secondly, he also didn't really take any supplies or oils behind this.
No.
And I think on just 2 versus 2 supplies, Inf does pretty well.
I also don't think he's going to stop this push at all. I think this is Heister's series here.
Yep. This is gonna be pretty important.
I mean, the Scorps are just going to straight die to that Inf blob.
Yeah, he doesn't have another tunnel in his main base either to pop from, so
I mean,
and he's not stopping the dragon tank.
No.
So he's down to 1 supply and a bunch of Scorps.
It is
Not
over.
liking his chances here.
No. That is the end of it.
Maybe with Toxin you could make Scorps work, but I don't think so for any other GLAs.
No. Well, it's worked for him in a couple of games so far, the base trade, but I can't
Yep.
see it working here. Not with Scorps. I mean, Wraith is still in it, but I can't see how he's gonna...
Yes. Heister's base is still pretty much untouched and
Yeah.
getting close to level 3. His prop just finished. Probably gonna capture the oil.
I mean, Wraith is being sneaky, and I think his last hope is to try and get a tunnel at the top there. Kill the dozer.
Right, the thing is, like, even if it does get it up, it's still gonna be
In fact,
very
he
hard.
doesn't even have a barracks, so he can't even make a tunnel right now.
Oh yeah. That's an issue as well.
He could build a demo trap next to the dozer.
Mm-hmm.
But a fun series overall. Heister just clearing Wraith up at this point. Wraith is
Oh, he does get the last dozer.
oh wow. Okay. I mean, Wraith is trying everything to keep this series going, but yeah, there's just too much there for Heister. All those outposts, he's safe.
Yep.
It's totally safe.
And that's probably the last of Wraith's army.
GG's, it's called.
GG's. Very nice series, and congrats to Heister.
So Heister takes that 7-5. Well played to the Heister.
Yep. So yeah, thanks again to the sponsors and everyone tuning in.
Yeah, and also to Millie for that little donation along the way. He's added to the prize there for Heister, so I'll sort that out.
For sure.
Post stream. But thank you very much for co-casting with me.
Was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
I enjoyed it last time we did it, and this was fun as well. Very nice. Alright.
Alright.
Okay, mate. I shall basically get ready to conclude the stream here. So thank you for joining me. I know you wanted to get a little bit of rest. It's up to you if you are off now, but I know you wanted to get a bit of rest, but it was nice of you to join and cast. It's always nice to do it as two.
I agree.
But yeah, GG's. Thanks for joining.
GG's. Bye.
All right, see you, mate. All right, everyone. So Heister takes that set 7 wins to 5. I enjoyed casting that. GG's well played to both the players. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. On the topic, it seemed like Antipro wanted to challenge the winner. So stay tuned because we may set up an Antipro versus Heister set in the not too distant future. And hopefully we can get Spalding on to cast that as well. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. GG's well played, and see you next time.